Today I am going to Madison, Georgia. It's about an hour and a half west of Augusta. It is on the Antebellum Trail. I don't really know what that is yet, but I guess I'll find out today. But it is apparently the city that Sherman did not want to burn when he was marching through the South during the Civil War. I don't know why. I guess I'll find out today. It is known for having like historic homes to tour and apparently really good antiquing. Not really big into antiquing, but I guess I'll do some today. And apparently it's just a super cute downtown, so I figured I would give that a try on my Friday off. But I've got my water, about to get some coffee, and we'll see what today holds. All right, let's check in. I decided to invite my parents, for better or for worse. What are you doing? So they have this app that is a walking tour, and it takes you around downtown, and there's photos of everything too. Pretty cool.
For years, the structure housed various operations until the Chamber of Commerce Foundation purchased it in 1989 and rehabilitated it under the supervision.
My first stop was the Morgan County Courthouse, which was built in 1911. You can walk through the courtrooms as long as court isn't in session, and this building has been used as a film site lots of times.
That is the most clever use of a safe I've ever seen. Sheriff's office. That's great. I love it in the women's bathroom.
We really loved how much of the building's original touches have been preserved, including all of the gorgeous woodwork, and especially the hand-lettered room signs. The ladies' parlor on the ground floor was such a fun find. I want to know what happened in the ladies' parlor back in 1911. Just a block down from the courthouse are Rogers House and Rose Cottage. Rogers House, which is the bigger house, was built in 1810. It's a really good example of the kind of house middle-class families would have lived in the 1800s. Rose Cottage, the smaller house, wasn't originally on this spot, but the city moved it to this lot to preserve and save it. So it was built by Adeline Rose in 1891. She was born just 2 years before slavery ended in the United States and survived Reconstruction. We don't know much about her life or family, but we know she built this house with the money she earned by working as a laundress in 1891. She was widowed with 2 children at the time and lived in the house until her death in 1959. Just a short walk across Madison's downtown square is Heritage Hall, a much larger antebellum home than both Rogers House and Rose Cottage, and it's a good example of how the ultra-wealthy lived in rural Georgia. It was built in 1811 by a doctor and landowner and also a slave owner in Morgan County. This house was really unique because it was privately owned for nearly 200 years, so each room was designed to educate about each owner's life and family. There were the normal historic furnishings, wallpaper, china, all that kind of stuff. But also there was really unique antique clothing and medical supplies from the Civil War.
What'd y'all think of the tour?
Liked it.
What was your favorite part?
Everything.
Everything was your favorite part?
Everything.
I know what Mom's favorite part was.
What?
Was the Rose Cottage.
Yeah, I think
She really liked Adeline Rose a lot.
I like that. That was pretty awesome. But I did like the clothing they had on display in this one.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, Adeline Rose was the best.
So now we're walking to the Morgan County African American History Museum, past Calvary Baptist Church. We kind of abandoned the walking tour because we don't do things in order at all. It's fine. It's pretty much.
It's because they closed
It's not a problem that we don't do things in order at all.
It's not. It's because
I'm not bothered at all by it.
this one closes soon.
The African American History Museum was unfortunately closed, so we headed back to the square for lunch at Madison Produce Co. It used to sell just groceries, but now you can get really delicious sandwiches along with local honey, produce, pickles, and preserves, and my favorite, an RC cola and a moon
I
pie.
can't decide what we're gonna get, but I do appreciate the nod to the burning Sherman, because he didn't burn Madison, which I found out was true, but not because of a mistress. It's because his brother knew a guy from, what was it, the Naval Academy? West Point. West Point. I don't know the difference.
He did burn some of them.
That's true.
He didn't burn the house.
So yes, what we learned is that he did burn Madison, but he promised not to burn the houses or churches. He would only burn things that would cost the city money and that would help the North. So that story is true. What are you getting?
Canary pecan.
Huh?
Canary pecan.
The canary pecan? Do you mean cranberry?
Cranberry pecan.
What are you getting at?
I'm gonna go with the burning Sherman.
I'm going to go with the burning Sherman.
I feel like I have to, yeah. Mom is the holdout.
Cranberry.
The Mad Max. Well, you're getting the cranberry.
Well, you can have that and I'll get a block.
No, I don't want that. I might want to fight. So I'm either getting the Reese's, the Mad Max,
This recording is for posterity.
Let's go.
or
You can't say I'm gonna either get and then list 6 things.
the strawberry pecan or the Mad Max. Finish that.
It's not 8 things.
Okay. Cut that off and I'll decide.
We then had to visit one of Madison's many antique stores. There are a ton of them downtown. They're known for all their antique stores. And I love going into these shops because they just really tell you what a city is all about. And of course, you might find something fun, like these great owls. We learned about these on one of our house tours. It's a fireplace screen, but it's for face height when the women were sitting next to the fires to keep their makeup from melting off because it was made of a lot of beeswax. And I imagine to keep their complexions nice too. That's pretty cool. I always like looking at portraits in antique stores. I thought this was neat. It's a cake plate that shows you where to cut for perfect portions. How cute is that? And this is an old radio cabinet. Oh, I love this. I actually have a radio cabinet at home that I've been meaning to refinish for years and have not done it. But I love this and how compact and tidy it is. have antique smells that just go on and on and on. Like mazes. We found a chocolate shop. Looks so good.
Y'all doing okay?
We are. How about you?
Y'all want to say one of the fudges for me around?
All of the fudges. No, just kidding.
Y'all let me know.
After we got our chocolates and the best peanut brittle I've ever had, it was time to head home. And when you head out of Madison, you pass through a really big historic district with beautiful homes and gorgeous old trees. I can definitely see why Madison keeps getting named as one of the best small towns in America. It is worth a visit, and I can't wait to come back. Maybe I'll come in the spring so I can ride my bike along this sidewalk in front of these big, gorgeous homes.